So, sorry I've not done any more GTA 5 vlogs. I've been wanting to do more, but instead I beat the game, so that's even better. Yeah, it's something I rarely do in Grand Theft Auto games. I usually just do a few missions, then it's just I lose interest. But this game really gripped me from start to finish with the characters and the story and the music and everything that was going on with it. It was I just started connecting with it. I beat it, and overall the game was really good. It to me it showed a lot of you know progress from the other games that they've done. It showed that they learned a lot with Red Dead Redemption and LA Noire in some aspects, but it really improved what Grand Theft Auto 4 was lacking. I feel like where 4 just felt like a bland title where it was just they were banking on it's a next gen Grand Theft Auto game. Get hyped, and I think that's what they were banking on 4 and 5. It wasn't well that we aren't a next gen Grand Theft Auto game anymore. Now we gotta build on top of something, and really I almost would argue that Grand Theft Auto 5 is the most different Grand Theft Auto game that they've made, and it actually does a lot more to the experience of the franchise, and it makes it more refreshing and fresh. Yeah, there's those traditional GTA missions, but I think it's just how they handle those missions and what you end up doing overall. I think it really makes the whole world seem alive and different and unique, and you see Los Santos in 3 different perspectives, and how they really all tie in is so well done and clever that I really wish Capcom learned from this, because the one thing that I was also kind of afraid with having 3 characters is it would go the way of Resident Evil 6, where you would be replaying the same level over and over, but just with different characters. Instead, you're going through each the same city, but doing different missions with those 3 characters, and each one has their own individual story. Where Michael's more tied to the FIB, and Franklin's more tied with gangster ghetto, that kind of lifestyle, and Trevor's more that insane redneck kind of uh, environment. And I think that it portrays that very well, and they all tie in nicely, and it doesn't feel repetitive, and it doesn't beat your head to the ground. I think that alone is so unique and fresh that I don't think it's completely as bad as GTA 4 was. Where GTA 4, to me, my problem with that game that kind of made me stop playing is really the city had such a gray tone to it that it was just kind of boring, and it just kind of put me to sleep. And the character didn't really do much for me either. It was just like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. And I don't know. Overall, it didn't really do much for me in terms of anything that made me connect with what was going on. While GTA 5, I felt way more connected with what's going on. I felt more attached to the characters, and the characters all acted differently, and they all have colors and personalities, and it was so much entertaining listening to these 3 characters talk than hearing Nico talk for like the whole entire game, pretty much. And but anyways, what I also liked is that they fixed a lot of the shooting mechanics, and they made the missions more interesting and more fun. I love the heist. I love that you can customize your heist and rank how much you want. What you want to be done, how you want to do this mission, do the heist, and all that. That stuff I think they need to do more of those, because I feel like that they've done those as like boss battles in a sense where we're creeping an end to a chapter of in that story. They would end it with a heist, and I just didn't really like that because I just felt that it was a gameplay mechanic that was interesting and a lot of people would love, and then they just kind of have 4 of them, and then it's like, well, that's it. And in my in my eyes, I think they just did that way because they planned Grand Theft Auto Online that fulfilled that kind of niche. But that's just me. I just wish there was more heists and there was more stuff to do with them. Uh, but overall, I really love the game. The gameplay is fun. The city is so colorful and lively. I really love that city. I think it's really one of the best cities that Grand Theft Auto is set in. San Andreas on the PS2 is my first GTA game I bought, and it was my favorite GTA game. And this one, really, really is is you know it highlights what I loved about San Andreas and it made it better. Uh, I mean, the only complaints I have with GTA 5 would be the cursor in gunfights. I really think that cursor is the worst cursor, and I also feel that with the gameplay, with the shooting mechanics, all that they kind of made you a walking tank. Because I feel like, with the shotgun, I can kill people with one hit, and it's just like, okay, I don't need any other weapon. You just equip the shotgun, everyone's dead, and this is I don't want to be feeling like a tank or overpowered so early in the game. And even with a melee, like you can punch one person and they're dead instantly. So it's just I don't know how I feel about that, but it's just the cursor is really what I have the main problem with, where it's just a white dot. And I mean, I'm not sure if you could change it in the option menu, but because I know you could toggle on and off the auto aim, but it's just I would much rather have a better cursor than just a white dot on the screen. And you could probably and it's just I have a standard definition TV, but I have so many other games that have better cursors that I really don't understand why Rockstar settled with a white dot. I mean, because like there's a lot of stuff going on the screen, and it's just like I'm gonna lose sight where the white dot is half the time because I can't see it. So that's really an issue I have with that. But ultimately, I give the game a 9 out of 10. I really don't think it's a perfect game by any means or whatever, but it was really fun. It kind of surprised me for what I got out of it, especially with the story, and I think the story was well done. But yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10. Okay, now this is spoilers. If you have not beaten the game, stop watching. This is pertaining to the ending. So keep that. So if you haven't seen the ending, turn it off. So the game gives you three options: either killing Michael, killing Trevor, or Death Wish. And when I was playing it, I really was curious of seeing where if I kill Trevor, I wonder how that's gonna go because Trevor's such a cool character and it's so insane. I want to see how that goes. And when I selected that because I really wanted to see what would happen if I pushed Trevor to the edge. And I gotta say, I've never, until Metal Gear Solid 3, had an issue with shooting at a character. I've never had an issue. I never sat there and was like, no. It was literally like, I was chasing Trevor down, and when Trevor crashes into that gas tank or whatever, and I think he broke his legs or something, and he's crawling out of the wreckage, and oil is like seeping all over him, and he's just like angry, yelling, and saying like, "I'm surrounded by Judases," and it was just like I've never felt the urge to just say. I mean, it was all that, and I was just frozen in just like, what did I do? And it was just, I felt so like breath, like it was just, the strongest part of that game was like, fuck everything else. Like that fucking scene was, I've never felt an emotion so strong for me to where I was, like aiming at Trevor, but I was just like, I didn't pull the trigger. I was just like, I don't want to kill you now. Like as soon as I was fine with killing Trevor all the way from like the beginning of that mission and chasing him down, but as soon as he was, like yelling and saying like, kill me, blah, 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 it was like, I've never, I was like, I don't want to kill you now. Shit, man. If you died on that impact, I would have been so much better. Fuck. Okay, so this is what pissed me off. So after you do that, it leads you back to the open world game, and you can't pick Trevor as a playable character anymore. And that is what I have the issue with. Oh, I'm sorry, I got you on that scene. It was just so good, but yeah, it was just. I really don't like that I can't be that character anymore, and I know I'm gonna get comments saying, well, it wouldn't be realistic, or it wouldn't make sense if he was alive after you killed him, and blah blah blah. But it's like, it's a fucking video game, and I beat the game, and the narrative is done. Like, it's over. Like, I shouldn't have to sit there and be like, oh, I can't beat. Like, it's just, it wouldn't occur to me. Like, if yeah, I killed Trevor, then I could still select him after that. I wouldn't be like, oh, well, that ruined that. It was just because I still had that decision at the time. I mean, like, if I did, I don't know. It's a weird gameplay mechanic, because I get that you want to go for the sense of realism, but it's like, it's a video game. Like, I shouldn't have to start a whole new game just to fix that mistake, unless, I mean, like, in my opinion, like, if they were gonna do that, at least have a game plus mode. Like, that's at least something that you could have done to extend the replayability. Just have a game plus mode, just but no, you have to start a new file. I don't know. To me, I didn't like it. I thought it was a terrible design choice to have it be done that way, because it was, or at least have an indication that whatever choice you choose is final. Because I never had the sense of, well, if I choose this, it's final. It's like, I didn't get that sensation of finality, because I've played so many other games that had that kind of options, and I could still see play those characters again, and all that stuff after that fact. And this game, it's like, well, we're gonna be realistic. It's like, if I wanted realism, I'll walk outside my door. I'll live my life. I play a video game to escape realism, and it's like, you're really gonna bring realism in a game that's like, I don't know. It's just, I didn't like that design choice, but that's just me. It's a small little nitpick, but it's something that kind of annoyed me when it happened. So yeah, that's it. See you next time when I do Grand Theft Auto Online's review, once it's up. Later.